Photo posted in the updates channel in the official Grand Peace Online Discord that there would be no Thanksgiving event, as he is going to be putting all of his time into a Christmas event instead. So I thought that since Photo has announced his intention to focus on the updates, I would make this video discussing what could be added to the game in the upcoming Christmas update. The first thing that I'm going to write off completely and that I definitely do not want to see added is candy cane again in any form. Well, I suppose it's a little bit too late now, as they've already added prestige candy cane into the game, but I hope that candy cane is not added again for the Christmas update. That would be super underwhelming, and I hope it does not happen. I hope they do something different and add a weapon that is truly unique for the update. And on the topic of weapons, they should definitely add some sort of sword. The question then is, what kind of sword should they add? And one idea that I like is a Christmas tree sword. In case you're having trouble, I'll put a picture on screen of what I mean. Now, something like this that you see on screen would be awesome, and I think it would look quite similar to a Kraken greatsword. I think a slow weapon like this would be a great alternative to candy cane, as I think the recent buff to slow weapons would definitely make it viable. Furthermore, there is a lot you could do with a weapon like this in terms of abilities. I don't think this weapon would have a heal move like candy cane, but I would like to see some sort of different mechanic. Alright, now that we have the weapons sorted, let's move on to other items that could be added to the game in the Christmas update. I think an obvious addition would be a Christmas present trap. This would be similar to the Joker trap that was added in the Halloween update, but will be a block break and would simply be an exploding gift, very similar to what you saw on the actual Christmas update for those who played it. I think a bunch of cool smaller items like this with high drop rates would help to fill up the update with new content. On top of the little things like that, I think a new boat should definitely be added. When it comes to what new boat should be added, I think that the logical answer is obvious to anyone who knows the first thing about Christmas: Santa's sleigh. Santa's sleigh could be the first flying ship in game. As to how the whole ship would actually work in game, I think the devs would have to be careful not to make it too OP. The flight mechanic could be kept in check by some sort of ship stamina. Now, maybe the reindeers who pull the ship could have a hunger bar similar to the Karoo hunger bar in game, and maybe you could buy reindeer food at the new Christmas island. On the topic of the new Christmas island, this is another key part of the update. The first Christmas update was all the way back in update 1, and it took place on a small island connected to Skypiea. While I didn't necessarily dislike this island, it pales in comparison to the Halloween update island, which has much more depth. I think what made the Halloween island great is that there was an element of linear progression to how you would go about fighting the bosses. You had to beat Baal in order to get the key to the witch's hut, in order to unlock the portal to then fight the demon jester. This type of linear progression, I feel, really gives players the fun experience of feeling as though they're making their way through the update's content, as opposed to just farming a boss again and again and again. Now, this is a great alternative to an event island which just houses a singular boss which is easily reachable, like for example Elo's Island, as these kind of islands are kind of underwhelming and they really lack depth. I think the easiest way to do this is to add 2 event bosses or more with separate summoning conditions. You even have the perfect Christmas NPC equivalent to the zombies in the form of the elves. Now, the hardest part of this would be thinking of some sort of second Christmas boss. Making Santa a boss is easy, but thinking of different Christmas bosses is a little bit more difficult. However, once you delve a little bit deeper into the lore behind the Christmas season, a few more potential bosses appear. Other ideas include things like Krampus or an elf mini-boss or some sort of ice golem, but one thing that I think should definitely be added is Christmas themed event clothes or armor. Now, in the last Christmas update, both an elf hat and a Santa hat were added. However, this year, I would like to see full outfits added for both elves and Santa. Perhaps both the elf's hat and Santa's hat could also be added as well, but with different design to their old equivalents. Alright, I think I've covered everything I want to talk about in today's video. I will likely make a video similar to this once we get closer to the update and have more info. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, then please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I hope you guys have a great day, evening, whatever time it is for you guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.